everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones.
And I'm Peter Dubois. First tonight, the Bangor Police Department has issued a silver alert for 37-year-old Graham Locker of Norridgewock. That, according to a Department of Public Safety spokesperson.
Locker was last seen Monday at approximately 4:40 p.m. walking away from the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Center at 656 State Street in Bangor. Locker was a voluntary patient but is now considered involuntary. A canine track was attempted and ended in the area of Eastern Maine Community College. According to the spokesperson, Locker is a white male, 5'11", 265 pounds, with brown hair and blue eyes. They say he suffers from mental illness and tends to avoid people. Again, he has long brown hair, a long beard, glasses, and was last seen wearing a gray jacket, gray-green Carhartt pants, and an orange knit hat. Anyone who sees Graham Locker or has information is asked to call the Bangor Police Department at 207-942-8211.
A civil rights organization is currently suing an independent state commission, alleging that a lack of resources available to public defenders results in unfair advantages for state prosecutors. Our AJ Douglas spoke with both sides and has more.
The Maine Commission on Indigent Legal Services is responsible for overseeing contracted and private lawyers working as public defenders, currently serving over 31,000 open cases statewide. Licensed lawyers are required to gain specialized training depending on the legal case they wish to represent. However, the American Civil Liberties of Maine is calling the existing process unconstitutional.
It's long past time for change here in Maine, and we've tried bringing advocacy to the commission. We've tried bringing advocacy to the legislature, and nothing was working, which is why we ended up filing this class action lawsuit.
The Sixth Amendment of the U.S. Constitution states the right to counsel, meaning if you cannot afford a lawyer, one will be provided to you. But the civil rights organization begs the question, will the state of Maine offer equally qualified representation?
Standards for people to work in public defense are too low. The trainings are inadequate, and the supervision is non-existent. So lawyers are not evaluated on their performance. They aren't provided with regular supervision and support, and they get far fewer resources than the prosecutors, even though it's supposed to be a fair adversarial system.
The executive director of Maine's Commission on Indigent Legal Services says he sees the lawsuit as an opportunity for growth.
The lawsuit seems fundamentally to demand additional funding, the imposition and adoption of additional regulations, better oversight, better training. These are all things that we've been asking for more than a year.
Andrews says the commission has been in a state of change for the past few years.
I joined in early 2021, and we've been trying to evolve as rapidly as we can since then. And we'll take every opportunity for pressure and incentive and support toward that evolution.
The commission plans to hire its own state employees in July. AJ Douglas, ABC 7, Fox 22.
A Lewiston woman is charged after police say her one-year-old son likely overdosed, sending him to the hospital. It happened Sunday night in Lewiston in the area of Bates and Knox Street. Police say they found the child, quote, lifeless when they arrived. A witness tells officers they believe the child ingested drugs. Officers used Narcan and the boy did regain consciousness. He's now at Central Maine Medical Center. The child's mother, 20-year-old Khadijah Aiden of Lewiston, now faces charges including endangering the welfare of a child.
A historically dry town is planning a vote that could potentially change a decades-long tradition. The town of Corinth will vote June 14th on whether to allow alcohol sales. That's the same day as state primaries. Residents will vote on a number of referendum questions asking whether they are in favor of allowing liquor sales every day, on Sundays, or not at all. The vote comes nearly a year after the State Bureau of Alcohol notified the town office of a new law allowing the select board to offer an updated vote.
My recommendation to the board was based on the fact that decades have passed, municipality has changed, residents have changed, and allow the option for the residents and the voters to make that determination on this process again.
The town manager of Corinth, Stephen Field, says community members are relatively neutral on the upcoming vote. However, he welcomes everyone to participate in state primary elections next week.
Well, the U.S. Department of Agriculture announced a partnership with organizations to address food insecurity in various communities across the state of Maine. Our Sierra Jordan explains.
1 in 8 Mainers face hunger, and of those, nearly 45,000 are children. To help address food insecurity in the state, the USDA, along with the Department of Agriculture, Conservation, and Forestry, have launched a local food assistance program.
It's really targeted at giving us the ability to support purchases from historically marginalized agricultural producers and to get that food into the emergency food system. So good, fresh, healthy, Maine-grown food.
Beal says Maine will receive $1.3 million in funding through the program. Good Shepherd Food Bank, Cultivating Community, and Micmac Farms are among the partners who will be providing produce for the emergency food system.
It's for people who are food insecure and who need assistance accessing food. So it could be through food pantries and food banks and other community sites where food is distributed.
But there's more. The USDA's Food and Nutrition Service launched the Emergency Food Assistance Program. USDA's Undersecretary Jenny Moffitt says the second round of funding amounts to $625,000. This will help support Good Shepherd's mission to provide food to rural, low-income communities.
And they're very excited about the opportunity to grow their food, to feed, their own community and then the broader community within Maine as well.
Beal says they started a campaign to end hunger in Maine by 2030. I'm Sierra Jordan reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Governor Mills has announced 2 initiatives that she says will help attract and retain healthcare professionals in Maine. The first, offered through the Finance Authority of Maine, provides student loan repayment assistance to healthcare professionals in medicine, dentistry, behavioral health, and nursing education. To be eligible, nurse educators or healthcare professionals must be working in Maine or must commit to work in Maine for at least 3 years. The governor also announced today that she's boosting funding for the Finance Authority's Doctors for Maine's Future Scholarship by $2 million. In a statement, she says the infusion of funding into the program will allow the agency to immediately increase the number of scholarships back to the historical average of 8 per year and maintain the level of assistance for 5 years that would not have been possible without that funding.
Well, we've had a very nice day to enjoy today, but it does look like some rain is on the way.
Some rain and a cool down, too, at least for the next couple of days.
Absolutely. Well, with a little bit more on what we can expect, at least in the coming hours, let's turn things over and take a first look at our forecast.
All right, Beth, thank you. Happy Tuesday. Your first weather is brought to you by GRF Real Estate Company. And okay, so look what we did today. High temperatures back in the 70s, upper 70s that for Bangor and Millinocket. We'll take it, but a bit cooler along the coastal areas with some ocean breeze there. All right, here we go. So lots of clouds out there now, and the rain showers are not too far behind. In fact, there's a lot where this came from over here. That is all moving our way for tonight and off and on throughout the day tomorrow. Then we'll get another surge of moisture getting in here on Thursday. We have a couple days now of some really wet weather coming our way. Our forecast then tonight, though, is increasing clouds, showers before sunrise tomorrow with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, how some public schools are working with local law enforcement to host optional active threat training.
And we'll have the story of a local Air Force veteran battling breast cancer. Those stories and more local news after this.
Nancy Pelosi, Chuck Schumer, and Elizabeth Warren, they're all attacking America's tech innovators. The left's radical liberal bill would take away the digital tools small businesses rely on, empower China to beat America in the race for new technologies, and increase the risk of cyber attacks. Why would Senate conservatives support this dangerous bill that threatens American innovation? Call Senator Susan Collins. Tell her to stand up for American jobs and America's security.
Up and Spoke Fireworks is family-owned with a huge selection including Brothers and Showtime, Time Bandit, and Black Hat brands. We will share our knowledge with you, then go have a blast. Up and Spoke Fireworks, 173 West Main Street, Searsport.
Out with the old and in with the new. Check out Pat's Pizza Specials. Tuesdays, $5 spaghetti and meatballs. Tuesday all day breadstick special. Wednesday, large one-topping pizzas, $8. Wednesday, small steak and cheese with french fries, $6.25. Friday, fish with french fries, $7.50. Saturday, small one-headed pizza, fountain soda, $7.25. And you can still save some dough. Bring the family to the all-new Pat's Pizza, 662 Main Road North, Hamden.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
This is MasterChef Back to Win.
The most talented home cooks return.
No mistakes can be made.
Which all-star will step up to finally be named MasterChef?
That is finale worthy.
MasterChef Back to Win. All new Wednesdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
The show that launched 1,000 careers is back with all new judges in an all new season.
Are you ready?
So You Think You Can Dance, Wednesdays on Fox.
Good morning, I'm Joe Cortez. Coming up on Good Morning Maine, Emma Smith and myself will get you ready for all the fun events coming up this week. We'll have a whole list of what the festivities will be bringing in. Plus, Devin Biggs will have our full weather forecast. It seems as if we're getting back to those warm temperatures, but we could have some rain later in the week. We'll see you very soon.
Welcome back. Well, it's training that could save a life. Lewiston Public Schools say they will hold an optional active threat training for its 1,200 employees. As Megan Wilgoose shows us, those participating will take part in theoretical discussions and active scenarios.
It's called the Avoid, Defy, and Defend program, a procedure to follow in an active threat situation created by Texas State University. To avoid, to run away if you can, to defy, to barricade a space, and to defend.
If something terrible is happening, you can be aggressive and committed to your own actions. And really, it's not about fighting fair. It's about protecting yourself and others.
Superintendent Jake Langlis says they planned for this training prior to the devastating shooting in Uvalde, Texas, that left 19 students and 2 teachers dead last month.
Those 19 officers did not enter the building right away. God forbid anything like it happen again. How can you ensure that Lewiston PD would do differently?
I've spoken to law enforcement. We've met to talk about these things with our team and their team. We know they're coming in. That's their protocol. That's their intention. That's their plan.
The district plans to hold a training for its student in fall and spring of next year. Langlis pushes parents to speak with their children prior to the training because, unfortunately, an active threat can happen anywhere, anytime.
It doesn't have to be a stressful thought. If people are trained, they can at least be thinking about it. Here's 3 ways I can get out of here. And if one of them is a window, I know it's a 10-foot drop because I walked by the window and looked.
The biggest message Langlis hopes staff will get out of this training: to stay focused on building relationships.
Because if someone has that positive person in their life connected to school, they're less likely to carry out an act like this. And that we need to love and celebrate our differences and not isolate people.
Meanwhile, an Air Force veteran from Waterville is no stranger to fighting for the freedoms we have all come to enjoy here in America. However, Lori Roy is battling a different kind of adversary, breast cancer. Our Jody Hersey sat down with her and shares her story.
For 16 years, Lori Roy served her country in the United States Air Force. She's lived all over the U.S. and has deployed when needed before being medically discharged in 2013. Now at age 43, this veteran is fighting her biggest battle yet, stage 2 breast cancer.
It's a medium growth tumor, but my oncologist is pretty confident that the first couple rounds of chemo, we're going to shrink it. Not sure if I'll lose my breast or not. Don't mind.
Roy and her 11-year-old son Michael have had long talks about what the coming weeks and year will look like.
She only has one job, and that's to take care of me.
Right. And she does pretty good at it, doesn't
she? She does.
Roy says the VA has been so supportive since her recent diagnosis.
From appointments to follow-up care to a card and a blanket just to say good luck on your recovery. I mean, it's great.
Roy herself is choosing to be proactive and donate her long hair before she begins chemotherapy in 2 weeks.
Hair grows back. Somebody else can use it. I'd rather it not go down the drain.
With no family history of breast cancer, Roy says she's grateful her mammogram showed signs of cancer. She said that routine appointment turned out to be a gift that possibly saved her life.
This can't be the worst thing to happen to me, and I'm not going to let it be. I'm alive and I'm healthy and I'm going to be here for a long time.
In Waterville, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Our thanks to Lori for sharing her story with us. All right, well, Callis Elementary School has plans to add some more classrooms to their building. Callis Elementary has a total of 270 students in the pre-K through 6th grade program. Principal Sue Carter says they've expanded several programs within the school, but they don't have the space to provide for the students and faculty. She says she is hoping the school can add 4 classrooms to the building.
I myself actually don't have an office. I have a buddy bench outside the entrance, and that's usually where I do my parent conferences and things that I need to do. We have no space to have meetings. We just are busting at the seams. And initially I'd asked for 6 classrooms, but of course everything's so expensive.
Carter says the cost of the project is $2 million. And is expected to be completed by 2024. Now, so far, the school has received approval from the City Council and the school board. The public will vote on a referendum to approve the project during the primaries on Tuesday, June 14th.
Still to come on the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22, lawmakers on both sides of the aisle are expressing some optimism about gun reform negotiations and whether a deal can be reached in the coming days.
And the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issue a fresh travel advisory on monkeypox after global cases surpassed 1,000 in more than 24 countries. Those stories and more as the 10 p.m. news on Fox 22 continues.
When pipes froze and water damage ravaged a home, Bouchard Cleaning was there to restore and dry things up. When a home in Wells needed mold remediation, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration performed as promised. From Madawaska to Owl's Head, Ashland to Bath, we've answered the call. More than just a cleaning company, we're restoring Maine. Statewide commercial and residential services. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home the Kubota VX Series for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months, plus save up to $700.
ABC 7, Fox 22, and Next Home Experience want to send you to see Lynyrd Skynyrd live in concert on their Big Wheels Keep on Turning tour with special guests Marshall Tucker Band and The Outlaws. Sunday, July 3rd at the Main Savings Amphitheater in Bangor. Sign up to win tickets by registering at Next Home Experience in Bangor. Get looped and get sold today. Win tickets to see Lynyrd Skynyrd July 3rd on the Bangor waterfront.
Is it cooked?
Hopefully. It's okay to show emotion, in the kitchen especially.
Tonight, you have confirmed you are nuts.
As the son of a female chef, it gives me a lot of hope that you're in the world.
These guys cooking may be kids, but they are true monsters in the kitchen.
All new MasterChef Junior, Thursdays on Fox, and watch anytime on Fox Now or Hulu.
If you've been injured in an accident, tell them you mean business.
Welcome back. Hollywood actor Matthew McConaughey is making a passionate plea to lawmakers negotiating a gun reform bill on Capitol Hill. The actor spoke from the White House on Tuesday about meetings he's held with families who lost loved ones in his hometown of Uvalde, Texas. Now, senators are voicing some optimism that a deal could be reached. Fox's Madeline Rivera has details from Washington.
Matthew McConaughey taking on a different role Tuesday, using his star power to call on Congress to act on gun reform after the mass shooting in his hometown of Uvalde.
It happened in the town I was born in. All right, so it got very personal for me.
At the White House briefing Tuesday, McConaughey grew visibly emotional as he talked about one of the victims, 9-year-old Maite Rodriguez. McConaughey's wife held Maite's green Converses, which he says is how the little girl's body was identified.
And our hope is that we come out of this, especially for our children, can we come out of this valuing our own life and valuing life more than we did before.
The actor met with lawmakers on Capitol Hill as the Senate tries to reach a deal on a modest gun bill.
On the right, there are some things that they're willing to not staunchly say no to and consider. That on the left, they're willing to say, you know what, we may want the whole loaf, but we'll take a slice of bread.
A ban on AR-15s appears to be off the table, with Republicans focusing on other key issues.
We're hoping to actually get an outcome that'll make a difference in the areas of mental health, school safety, and things that are related to the incidents that occurred in Texas and in Buffalo.
But Democrats say they're willing to give in just to get something done.
Every day we get closer to an agreement, not further away.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says he supports the talks, but adds Democrats will continue to push for more expansive gun safety legislation in the future, including measures for universal background checks and a ban on assault weapons. In Washington, Madeline Rivera, Fox News.
Meanwhile, President Biden's Treasury Secretary tells lawmakers she expects inflation to remain high, calling the elevated levels, quote, unacceptable. The Biden administration pledging to drive prices down, but solutions on how to do that appear to be at a premium. Fox's Mark Meredith from the White House.
These regulations are not a step back.
Today, from a White House podium, Texas native and Hollywood activist Matthew McConaughey delivered an impassioned plea, urging the country to support efforts to curb gun violence.
We've got a chance right now to reach for and to grasp a higher ground above our political affiliations.
The actor's White House visit comes after the tragic shooting at Robb Elementary School in his hometown of Uvalde, Texas.
Just a couple of questions on guns.
Today, the president ignored reporters' questions about gun control, while on Capitol Hill, lawmakers pressed the administration for answers on another urgent matter, the U.S. economy.
We're seeing high inflation in almost all developed countries around the world.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says despite soaring inflation, record gas prices, and a sagging stock market, the U.S. economy remains strong overall.
We've experienced a robust recovery characterized by strong economic growth, historically low unemployment, and high household saving rates.
But critics argue inflation is destroying those savings.
They're hurting the poorest families, people on fixed income, people that were retiring now having to go back to work.
Overnight, gas prices climbed another 5 cents, setting another new record, establishing a national average of nearly $4.92 a gallon.
It's painful to go to the gas station, and I think we're all just feeling that.
The White House insists it's doing everything within its power to address inflation and broader economic concerns, but even some Democrats believe both the president and their party could be doing more.
I just think we need more urgency and action in feeling people's pain and reacting to it.
We should get a better idea of where things stand with the economy on Friday. That's when the government will release the latest Consumer Price Index survey, which will detail whether or not inflation is still trending upwards or if it's beginning to slow down. At the White House, Mark Meredith, Fox News.
Well, monkeypox cases are on the rise in the U.S. and across the globe as several countries, including Canada, take precautions to prevent the spread of the disease. Fox's Laura Ingle has more in a heads up to our viewers. Some of these images in the story could be considered graphic.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention issued a Level 2 advisory for travelers due to rising monkeypox cases worldwide. The Public Health Agency is asking people to take caution by wearing a mask, among other measures. Despite the new rules, some health experts are refusing to push the panic button due to the disease's low transmission rate.
The structure of this virus looks like it's something that's been around a while, which means if it tracks back a couple of years to Nigeria, it's not going to suddenly take off, and that's what people really need to know.
More than 1,000 cases have now been detected in 29 countries across the globe. Health officials in the UK are now classifying monkeypox as a notifiable disease after cases there rose to more than 300 in recent days. Meanwhile, in Canada, doctors are now offering monkeypox vaccinations to those at high risk of contracting the disease.
Now that I got my shot done, I feel pretty safe, safer, confident that I'm doing my part in this fight against monkeypox, though I still have to wait a few days, 7 to 10 days before my immunity system is up for battle.
Here in the U.S., more than 30 cases have been found in 13 states and Washington, D.C. This week, at least 3 new probable cases were confirmed in New York, Arizona, and Texas. Early symptoms include fever, headache, muscle aches, with other symptoms appearing later, like lesions on the body. So far, no deaths have been linked to the monkeypox outbreak. In New York, Laura Ingle, Fox News.
The FDA's vaccine advisors met today to weigh the benefits and risks of the Novavax COVID-19 vaccine. It's the 4th formula the expert panel has considered since the pandemic began. Fox's Jonathan Seri has more.
We could have another vaccine option in the fight against COVID-19. Today, the FDA's vaccine advisors reviewed data on the Novavax formula, voting to recommend the shots for Americans 18 years and older. The 2-dose series uses traditional protein technology that is different from Pfizer's and Moderna's mRNA shots.
We make it into a little particle about the size of the virus. When an immune cell sees that, it becomes quite activated.
The panel weighed the vaccine's possible side effects, including rare cases of heart inflammation. Novavax says may be coincidental and not caused by the shots. The FDA's advisors also considered whether a 4th vaccine option is needed. The drug maker confident its formula can play a role in the pandemic, especially among those skeptical of mRNA vaccines.
Anything we can do to get people more comfortable to be able to accept these potentially life-saving medical products is something that we feel we are compelled to do.
Next week, federal regulators will consider recommending Pfizer's and Moderna's vaccines for children as young as 6 months old. A green light would open up vaccinations to more than 19 million Americans.
If you look at the already existing population immunity and the low efficacy of these vaccines in children, a lot of people are going to say, no, thank you.
Novavax says it will soon ask the FDA to authorize its shots for Americans as young as 12 years old. In Atlanta, Jonathan Seri, Fox News.
And still to come on Fox 22 News at 10, a local food pantry is looking for help raising money for its new location.
And in sports, after a loss last spring and winter, the Ellsworth Eagles are out for revenge. We'll be right back.
Playoff hopefuls collide as Kyle Sloter and the Breakers battle Jordan Tom to win the Bandits. The USFL, Sunday at 4 Eastern on Fox.
If you've been injured and think you can't afford a lawyer, think again. There's absolutely no fee unless we win money for you.
I called the twos after a big truck put me in the hospital. I never paid Lowry & Associates a penny out of my pocket. They came to the hospital, got my medical bills paid, got me $350,000.
I'm Jim with Lowry & Associates. Call the twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do you do? Call 222-2222.
When Ansley Moore of Better Homes and Gardens wants to know the local forecast, she logs on to foxbangor.com. Ansley has been a realtor since 2013. She works throughout the state of Maine with both buyers and sellers with a focus on the greater Bangor area.
It is said that the eyes are the windows into the soul, which begs the question, can a window have a soul? At Renewal by Andersen, we think so. When it's a window forged from Fibrix and over 100 years of refined craftsmanship, the essence of who we are transforms into a superior, stunningly beautiful window. So yes, a window can have a soul. For a limited time, take advantage of this great offer. Find out why we are the better way to a better window. Renewal by Andersen.
all of this. I see no difference. What? Hey! Okay, all right. You said I don't want to talk about it. Great. What are you doing?
Come to the Back Alley Restaurant. We have a full menu from appetizers to pizza to seafood. A full bar with happy hour from 2 to 6 p.m. daily. The Back Alley Restaurant, Bangor. We are family owned and operated, where friends and family come to hang out.
The Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show is live on Fox.
For dogs and dog lovers, this is the Super Bowl.
It's unlike any other dog show event.
Who will be crowned the top dog?
Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show, sponsored by Purina Pro Plan, beginning with the Masters Agility Championship, June 19th on Fox and the Fox Sports app.
Welcome back. Researchers at a major cancer hospital in New York announced a potential breakthrough in the ongoing fight against rectal cancer. They say a recent drug trial administered to a small group of patients with rectal cancer wiped out the disease in every single patient. Fox's Anna Eliopoulos has more on this story.
A potential breakthrough for the thousands of people across the globe suffering from rectal cancer. A team of researchers at New York's Memorial Sloan Kettering conducted a trial on 18 rectal cancer patients. All the patients took an experimental drug made by GlaxoSmithKline every 3 weeks for 6 months. After 6 months, researchers were astonished to discover that the cancer had vanished in every single patient.
What's particularly really exciting about this is the potential for, immunotherapy by itself to be given to patients in a way that they may never need, chemotherapy.
Researchers described the news as, quote, unheard of, and said this is the first time a drug had an effect like this on a particular cancer. There was also no evidence of cancer during follow-up appointments 6 to 25 months after the trial concluded. Doctors were surprised to find that no further treatment was needed and none of the patients had significant complications during the trial.
Is really a remarkable difference, and it really could dramatically impact, obviously the quality of life and the survival of patients with rectal cancer.
Doctors cautioned that more research will need to be done on a larger study group to determine the effectiveness of the treatment.
Obviously, it's very small and much longer follow-up will be needed. It's only 12 patients, but hey, we're oncologists. We have to be optimists, right?
And the treatment is not cheap. The New York Times reports that the price tag is $11,000 per dose. Anna Eliopoulos, Fox News.
Well, switching gears now, Loaves and Fishes Food Pantry in Ellsworth is looking for your help to raise money for their new location. The money raised will help fund renovations for the new property, the move, and updates to that location. The new spot will be located at 137 Down East Highway in Ellsworth and will feature a 3,200 square foot market, a community garden, and a kitchen to teach nutrition. Max Dietschi explained the significance behind donating to the pantry's gift challenge.
2 anonymous donors have contributed $50,000 to a matching gift campaign. So right now, any dollar that we get will be matched dollar for dollar. So it'll really double the impact of the gift.
Loaves and Fishes intends to match every donation dollar for dollar until they've reached the $100,000 mark. Anyone interested in donating should visit the pantry's website at loavesandfishesellsworth.org. Great to see those organizations getting help, getting those kind of special donation matches, because there's a greater need for them than ever before. Food insecurity certainly hasn't gotten any better since the pandemic. It's definitely gotten worse.
Right.
And so you hope that those organizations get the funding they need to support the community that needs them.
Absolutely. And to your point, to see them expand as well, moving up into a bigger new location that better suits them and they're better able to serve the community. Just great to see that progress as well.
It speaks to the need the growing need that they need that larger location.
Yeah, and also great,
Yeah.
you know, that right now, like he said, every dollar that you donate has twice the impact too. So
Yeah.
a great time to get out and donate.
Great time to donate.
All
All right, folks. Well, Jeff Weller is coming up next with our full 5-day. You don't want to miss it. Stay with us.
We reached for 80 today, but fell just short. Tomorrow, a completely different story. Rain showers out there and rain-cooled air in the 60s. Those details are coming up.
Take your waterfront experience to the next level with a Shoremaster dock system from Hammond Lumber Company. Your Hammond sales representative will walk you through Shoremaster's many options and accessories and match you with the right equipment for your waterfront. And with Shoremaster, it's easy to make future changes or additions. Shoremaster docks are easy to install, but Hammond can arrange for professional installation if needed. And statewide delivery is available. Enjoy life on the water to the fullest with Shoremaster from Hammond Lumber Company.
The signs of spring are here. The sun's out for the evening commute. Whistles and clapping echo from the ball field. And the flowers bloom with warmer days on the horizon. Valley Home Services offers whole home comfort with the changing of the seasons. With a push of a button on a Fujitsu heat pump, you're ready for whatever spring brings. Humid days or cool nights, come home to comfort with Valley Home Services. Home is our middle name.
What I want you to hear today is we're there to listen. We also understand that this is a really hard step to take. And so we're going to help guide you. We're going to listen. You can call us anytime, 24/7. We want to hear from you. We want to hear what you need. And we're going to try our best to help fill those gaps as to where you're having barriers or you're meeting challenges. We just hope you call.
The baddest superstars on the planet are unleashed in prime time. All new Friday Night SmackDown at 8 Eastern on Fox.
All right, you and I are about to go through some things. We have rainfall on the way for us tonight, tomorrow, and really Thursday into Friday morning. Then we'll get a break probably on Saturday. A bit windy, too. We could see wind gusts tomorrow near 25 miles per hour. And then cooler temperatures today, upper 70s. Tomorrow, highs only in the mid-60s. Look what we did today, though. I mean, this is good, right? Almost 80 in Millinocket, almost 80 here in Bangor, but 72 right on the coastal areas because we kicked in a south wind. That onshore breeze, of course, is cooler. And tomorrow is all we're going to do. So lows tonight down near 60, then not recovering much tomorrow at all because we'll have lots of clouds and some rain-cooled air around throughout the day tomorrow. Okay, so here's our small craft advisory. The winds are onshore now out of the south around 10 to 15 miles per hour. That's giving us wave heights onshore of 8 to 10 feet into tomorrow evening. Here's that wind. Again, it got a little gusty today. We had wind gusts near 25 miles per hour. Same story tonight and throughout the day tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow there could be a couple wind gusts near 30 miles per hour. Be ready for that as we have some rain on the way as well. That's going to kick up allergies, but there's a saving grace because the rain tomorrow is likely going to wash some of the pollen out of the air. So the tree pollen may come down just a bit tomorrow, and the mold actually might go up a bit too. So overall, still lots of allergies in the air. All right, here's the radar, and again, lots of clouds increasing as we speak, and the rain showers are not too far behind. Likely raining around sunrise tomorrow morning, and then it's going to keep on raining and keep on raining as there's just a lot of moisture headed our way, arriving for us around sunrise tomorrow morning, lingering throughout the day tomorrow into parts of Friday, really, as there are several systems here to get through with lots of moisture, and behind that, there's even more upstream. So overall, kind of a wet pattern for us into the middle portions of next week. Let's walk you through it. Here are the rain showers out there tonight. Then here's tomorrow morning, about 11 o'clock or so. Still some rain showers across our region. We'll get a break for several hours, probably tomorrow afternoon, but that's not going to last long. We'll get more wet weather in here late tomorrow night, more so though, probably early on Thursday morning. And then once that begins again, here's Thursday morning, we'll keep the rain showers going Thursday into Friday again. In fact, the heaviest rain could get in here probably around late evening on Thursday. And it's going to look something like this. So a widespread soaking rainfall is on the way, generally an inch or two across the entire region. It'll come in waves. So again, tomorrow morning, tomorrow evening, Thursday evening, as more rainfall is on the way. Our forecast tonight, though, is scattered rain showers around sunrise tomorrow. Muggy low temperatures down near 57 and a south breeze around 5 to 10 with gusts near 20. For tomorrow, scattered showers and a couple of thunderstorms out there, likely non-severe but colder, with high temperatures only in the mid-60s tomorrow with that gusty south wind. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow 65. Same story for Thursday with more rain showers. Friday looks like a very nice day, 75. And then look over the weekend, 70s, mid-70s are back in the forecast on Saturday. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. Definitely a lot going on with that 5-day.
Yeah, there really is. We have those storms coming in that we should be looking out for soon. But once those pass, things really opening up for us and looking really nice for the weekend.
Yeah, at least one of the days.
Yeah.
A little rain commingled in there, but you know, we can roll with it.
Yeah.
It's all good.
We'll take
all right.
it.
Well, sports is coming up next. Stay with us.
With the first pick in the 2022 real estate draft, the Maine home buyers and sellers select Luke. Get looped and get sold today with Next Home Experience.
Have you ever wished you've done that one little thing that would have changed your life? Like asked that special person out or taken that new job. And later you said, I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Well, don't let that happen to you. Right now, if the Sox sweep the World Championship, you get all your furniture free. And you still get up to 60 months no interest. Don't say I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Do it. And end soon. Experience the Sox sweep at Jordan's.
Hanks Husqvarna is your full-line Husqvarna dealer with 2 convenient locations, 32 Old State Road in Carmel and 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport. Whether it's tractors and zero turns, chainsaws to trimmers, or pressure washers to battery power, everything is set up, serviced, and ready to go by our certified Husqvarna technician. And all sales are backed by our in-house Husqvarna warranty. For parts, service, or sales, stop in to Hanks Husqvarna, Carmel or Newport.
It takes all types to play Family Feud. The sensible brother.
What would you do if you found the top half of a bikini?
Smell it. The Showstoppers.
Shoot, ba, 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 ba,
The Cooks.
Give me a seasoning a chef might name his daughter.
Nutmeg.
Don't do that to your baby.
See who shows up all season on Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
This year, there's a whole new season to love what we love.
Burnouts, winning, racing.
I am NASCAR.
Welcome back in. Thanks for staying with us. By now, you have definitely all heard the news, right? Monday night, Bruins general manager Don Sweeney announced the team will be relieving head coach Bruce Cassidy of his duties. It's kind of a puzzling move, if you ask me, right? Only 6 seasons behind the bench for the Bees, and he made the playoffs in all 6 of them. I know I said that the other day, but that is pretty good. Also taking them to a Stanley Cup. Over the last 6 years, he has been one of the winningest coaches in hockey. But the Bruins have more problems than just that head coaching search. Guys like Charlie McAvoy, Brad Marchand are slated to miss the start of the season. And with all that's going on, Sweeney felt they just needed a new voice moving forward.
With some of the surgeries and some of the things coming out, where our team was going to be going forward and impacting our club, I just felt that the messaging and the voice that was going to be required, I felt we needed a new direction.
Moving on now, playoffs are here for high school baseball and softball. And for Ellsworth baseball, they are looking to get back to where their season ended last spring.
They're winners. They're hard workers, blue-collar group of kids that really just go to work.
Down east in Ellsworth,
The Eagles have been going to work on the diamond all season, finishing with a 15-1 record and the top seed in Class B North.
It's been a lot of fun. I love all these guys, and I know they love me, or at least I hope so. And I think we come to practice, we go to games, and we just try and have fun.
The key for them this season, the arms. Pitching has been, to put it simply, lights out all year. Just ask them what their earned run average is as a team.
And what is it, like 0.5? It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was a little over that this year, yep. Pitching's definitely what's led us all year long.
Defense has complemented as well.
Very little errors, very little errors.
And to round things out, the hitting has been much better as of late.
The beginning of the season, our offense was not up to par, not even close with what we want it to be. And I think throughout the season, we just stuck with it. We were in the cage every night of the week.
The boys really have focused and we've honed in on it, and I think they're doing a great job.
Now, Ellsworth is made up of 6 seniors, and a lot of the team came into the season fresh off of a state championship loss in basketball.
A lot of these guys are basketball players. A lot of us are basketball players, so no, we're we're a little upset about that state championship. We didn't get it done then, so we're looking to get something done this year.
Mix that in with the memory of last year's regional finals loss to Old Town, and they're armed with all the motivation they need.
We don't want a repeat of last year. We want to go one step further. But yeah, it's pushing us towards what we want to be, where we want to be.
So now, fun time is over.
Like I said, we like to have fun, but at the same time, there's an expectation among all of us that we will win.
And it's time for the blue-collar identity of this team to really shine through.
Today, when they showed up, it was pretty quiet. Everybody put their cleats on. I said, oh, blue collars are coming out, and we're going to go to work today.
That was a fun team to talk to, all in high spirits, wishing them the best of luck. Staying on the diamond now, and the regional tournaments continue for high school sports around Maine, so let's take it to some softball now. Mount Ararat making the trip up to Brewer to take on the Witches in this one. Winner gets Skowhegan in the quarterfinals. Eagles up 5-2 early, and Megan Reed was dealing. She gets C.J. Atherton swinging in the second, and then strands a runner at second in the third, getting Hope Clough to chase. 5-3 now. Same score in the fourth, and here come the Witches. Jordan Doak gets on top of it and lines a single to right. 2 runners score, and that ties the game up at 5 apiece. Doak at third now after a stolen base, and Hannah Reed lines this one into left. Doak looking to tag. There's a play at the plate, but she is safe. Not the prettiest slide, but she gets it done, and so do the Witches. The final in that one is 10-6. All right, did I mention at any point today that the playoffs kicked off this week? That goes for softball, baseball, lacrosse, and how about tennis? They're a little ahead of schedule, wrapping up most of the regional finals on Tuesday. We will go to Hamden Academy, where George Stevens and Van Buren Wisdom are meeting. Stevens is the higher seed, so we'll start with the singles. The third singles, the matches between Brady LaPlante and for Van Buren and Quinn Jackson for GSA, and Brady LaPlante was dominant. Look at that save right there. His serve practically unhittable as well. Look at that right here. And when it was returned, he was all over it. I mean, he would take that first set 6-0, and then he would clinch out the second set 6-0 as well. So a clean sweep for him. And there's a point for the 5 seed. To doubles now. It's Alex Newman and Charlie Kolish of GSA against Sam Hebert and Eric LaPlante for Van Buren. Eagles duo trying to pick up a point for them, and Newman and Kolish built quite a lead. They were up 4-2 in the second set, looking to take both sets, and then Van Buren battled back. But in the end, it was all GSA for these two. The two Eagles able to close it out 6-4, the final in that second set. But just wasn't enough for GSA. Van Buren is the one advancing to states with a close 3-2 victory. So in Class C, it's Van Buren advancing to states, as I said, as well as Washington Academy. They beat Orono. A showdown of unbeatens in Class B boys, and MDI edged Bapst in that one. And every match down there at Bates was a close one for those two. For the girls, the Trojans couldn't complete the clean sweep. Waterville takes it 3-2. They'll head to states. And then it's Brunswick and Camden Hills taking home the Class A North regional finals. Alrighty, that's all we have for sports. We'll be right back after the break.
Shop Jordan's Furniture now, and it could all be free. Visit Jordans.com.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
I grew up in Eastport. My dad actually worked for Bangor Hydro, so that was always my goal. I've been here for 36 years. We're all that same company, from Washington County to Bangor, Lincoln, Prescott. We're all the same people. We're all from here. This area is like one big community. When we help people, that's our biggest reward, getting the power back on. We've done that for years, and we'll continue to do that.
Life. It's changed. It's not business as usual. Healthy air quality, safe environments, and properly working equipment are more critical than ever. Our goal has always been the comfort, safety, and security of building occupants for all types of organizations and facilities. We're all in this together. And at Mechanical Services and Main Controls, we're here to help keep your buildings safe.
Leonard Skinner, Big Wheels Keep on Turning Tour. July 3rd, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine, with special guests Marshall Tucker Band and the Outlaws. Leonard Skinner, back on the road in 2022. On sale now. Buy tickets at waterfrontconcerts.com or Ticketmaster.com. Part of the Varney Insurance Concert Series. Leonard Skinner, Big Wheels Keep on Turning Tour.
We know your mornings can be busy and hectic in your home.
We're here with the local information you need, fast and to the point, so you can be on your way.
Keeping you prepared for whatever your day might bring.
Oh, while having a little fun, too.
Start your mornings with us on Good Morning Maine.
Young Sheldon, boy genius, an origin story.
Young man, yes, you.
A small-town boy with a delicate palate.
Something's wrong with my sandwich. I'm going to do science on it. It's a bread.
Young Sheldon 5 times a week
on Fox 22.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Oh my goodness.
MasterChef Junior is ready to take the show on the road, plus upcoming Netflix series and a new Disney adventure share first looks. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin has that and much more in today's Hollywood Nation.
Wednesday debuts, a hit show hits the road, and fall premieres are on the calendar in the Hollywood Nation. I'm just a cleaning lady. Fox fall premiere dates have been announced, including September 19th for Season 6 of 911 and Season 2 of The Cleaning Lady. Plus, The Masked Singer returns September 21st, followed by the brick-building enthusiasts of Lego Masters.
I'm getting my first batch of blondies out.
The MasterChef Junior Live 2022 nationwide tour kicks off September 15th, serving up cooking demos and challenges in over 25 cities. The touring cast will be revealed after the Season 8 finale June 23rd. Tickets go on sale June 10th.
He's out of his cage.
Today's first looks feature a couple from Netflix's Geeked Week, which showcases genre entertainment. There's a teaser for Wednesday showing Jenna Ortega as Wednesday Addams in Tim Burton's upcoming series.
You know the Sandman.
And The Sandman surfaced a sneak peek. The DC Comics-based series starring Tom Sturridge is about the dream-controlling being captured and forced to fix chaos caused by his absence.
Where in the world are we?
Plus, Disney revealed a teaser trailer from Strange World with the voice of Jake Gyllenhaal. The animated adventure follows explorers on a mission in uncharted land filled with fantastical creatures. It awaits theatergoers November 23rd.
Let's make history.
In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Well, it's almost officially summer, and that means many people are hoping to take a dip in a pool. But first, a few reminders about safety when it comes to keeping your pool clean. According to Baruch Fertile, who is a physician from Cleveland Clinic, it's important to make sure chemicals are stored in a dry and cool space away from any flammable items. Fertile suggests opening these products in open areas to avoid breathing any toxins in. And he says to pour the chemicals directly into the pool water to prevent getting dangerous reactions. Also, you'll want to check the water chemical levels to avoid rashes or skin infections.
Well, some great tips there, and as the weather warms up, so are the grills. So you might want to keep these tips in mind for grill safety. According to Perva Grover, a physician from a Cleveland clinic, it's important for adults to be the only ones on the grill. She also says when it comes to bonfires, don't add materials like plastic, cardboard, or trash, and never use accelerants like lighter fluid or gasoline. Grover says in case of a minor burn, run it under cool water and wrap it up in gauze. She also says if a major burn occurs, you should go to a doctor right away.
Well, this may be a reality check for some of our viewers. Scooby-Doo fans can soon book a stay in a real-life mystery machine. It's all part of the 20th anniversary celebration for Scooby-Doo the movie. Yep, that's right, you heard me. 20th anniversary. Matthew Lillard, who played Shaggy in the film, is hosting the stays in a partnership with Airbnb and Warner Brothers. Guests can transport themselves back to the early 2000s by rewatching the film on a retro TV and taking in the vintage van aesthetic on the Southern California coast, or test their mystery-solving skills with games and enjoy all-you-can-eat snacks. That's very Scooby-Doo-ish. Fans will be able to book 3 individual one-night stays on June 24th, June 25th, and June 26th for only, get this, $20 a night. Bookings open up on Airbnb next Thursday, June 16th, and good Lord, 20 years already since that Cinemagic classic.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I mean, for me, I'm only 25 years old, and that's crazy to think because I thought it was older when that movie came out. I loved watching it,
right,
and it definitely sparked some memories. But, maybe just a reminder to go back and rewatch that movie and kind of...
Well, and rewatch the original series. I mean, I grew up watching the original series, which I absolutely loved. I still have my own sort of favorite episodes. The Sandy Duncan episode was great. And then they came out with a movie, and I was really skeptical when the movie came out. I thought, this is not sure about this. And it was awesome. It was everything you hoped it would be.
The casting was great. Matthew Lillard as Shaggy, and that picture of him, too, he's looking pretty good 20 years later.
Looking pretty good, indeed. Alrighty, Freddie Prinze Jr. also.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying.
That's great.
All right, folks, so that's going to do it for us. From everyone here at Fox 22 News, we hope you have a great rest of your night.
Good night, everyone.
For more local news coverage, switch over to our sister station, ABC7, right now for ABC7 News at 11.
Hey everyone, Emerald Lagasse here, and I'm so excited to tell you